Hi, Dr. Aaron Montgomery with Active Motion Spine and Rehab here. Have any of you ever started into a running program to get in shape or just train for a race that you thought you might want to do and did a little bit too much too fast? I know I have. That's something I want to talk about for a couple minutes today, is running and repetitive use injuries. It's something we see a lot of here in the clinic. It's very, very common, and it's something we try to help people avoid as much as possible. So a few of the ways we do those is I will talk with patients about potentially using the Couch to 5K app that you can get on your phone. It's a very well-designed app that carefully takes you from walking mostly to very, very short bits of running, and it slowly flips the ratio of those. So you're running more and more with walking intervals until you're really running a whole 5K in this case. There are modifiable plans for longer races, but it's a very safe way to get things going without overloading your body and the tissues. One of the other things I like to talk with people about is what we call the 10% rule, meaning don't increase what you're doing on a run by more than 10% per week. So let's say that today's Monday and I decide to start running this week, and I'm going to run a mile every other day. And if I found that relatively easy and comfortable to do, and I want to run more next week, it wouldn't be a good idea for me to run 2 miles every other day. That would be a large jump. That would be 100% increase in my running. So instead you look at it and you go, what's 10% of what I was doing? And in this case, I would just add 1/10 of a mile to each of my runs. It's not very much, and it feels relatively easy, but it keeps the tissues and the joints and everything very safe, and they accommodate better over time and avoid that repetitive use problem. And one of the other things we like people to be aware of is there are 3 main factors in any exercise, especially running: duration, frequency, and intensity. Duration being the time that you're running, frequency being how many times per week, and intensity probably being the pace. And it's a really, really useful rule of thumb to not increase more than one of those factors at once. So if I want to take my mile run that I'm doing, then perhaps that 1 mile takes me 15 minutes to run right now. I could increase that to 20 minutes next week, but I should probably leave the every other day frequency and the pace about the same. That's a nice, safe way to not overload the body and the tissue again. Focus on one factor instead of all 3 at the same time. Pay attention to the 10% rule, which you can apply to the 3 factors even, or use something nice and well-designed like a Couch to 5K app. Hopefully that helps a little bit. If you have more questions about it, give the office a call. We're happy to talk about this and help program it a little bit, and that way hopefully you're not in to see us for these repetitive use problems. Hope that helps. Happy running out there.